Good afternoon, everyone. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the winter forecast for 2023 to 2024. We're going to be talking about the El Nino that will factor the weather with this year's winter. And we're mainly going to be talking about the main effects of this El Nino, what it could bring you could see for the winter of 2023 to 2024. Here we are looking at the sea surface temperature anomalies. As you can see right now, we have very above average waters currently coming off the coast of South America. And the region for this, the region to tell whether it's a La Nina, neutral, or El Nino is right in here. Right in here is where the Climate Prediction Center predicts or can tell whether it's currently in a neutral or El Nino or La Nina. Currently, we are in a El Nino advisory, which means we are in an El Nino, and we are expected to see an El Nino throughout this winter into the spring. As you can see here, El Nino advisory from the INSO alert system. El Nino conditions are observed. These temperatures are above average across the central and eastern Pacific Ocean, and El Nino is anticipated to continue through the northern hemisphere spring with an 80% chance during March through May of 2024. That means around summertime we should see around a neutral, and then we might go into another El Nino if this El Nino pattern does continue. And this is definitely not a weak El Nino. This is a very strong El Nino, as we are right near a 1.5 on the SST anomalies, so very above average temperatures throughout the Pacific Ocean. And this is about the peak of right now, around October 30th. Today we are seeing very warm waters out in the Pacific Ocean. So nothing else much to say about the El Nino, but as we look at our seasonal temperature and precipitation outlooks, this is a 3-month outlook. So this is November, December, and January. As you can see, it's looking a lot like a El Nino here. We're seeing a lot of above average temperatures throughout the northeast United States. Generally, the northern half of the United States is seeing above average temperatures throughout those 3 months of November, December, and January. We are seeing above average precipitation throughout the southeast United States and below average precipitation across the northern United States, and even over here near Michigan. Generally, the Midwest is going to see below average precipitation throughout the next 3 months. Let's look at a little more short term though, and as you can see, the 6-10 day temperature outlook, so this is going to be valid from November 5th to the 9th. Climate Prediction Center is expecting a little bit of a heat wave across the western United States here, seeing very above average temperatures. It could feel a lot more like summer over here in the western United States, and that will come with some drier conditions here, below average precipitation down here in the southern United States, while the northern half of the United States is seeing a lot more above average precipitation as we are heading into November. November is definitely a little bit of a rainy month, especially for the northern half of the United States, and October has been pretty rainy as well, so that's definitely postponed some of the foliage in the northern United States by a week or two. So that's why the leaves haven't changed that fast this year. Week 3 to 4 temperature outlook, so from November 11th to the 24th, we are expecting, well, the Climate Prediction Center is expecting above average precipitation across the central United States, below average precipitation in the northeastern, northwestern, above average, and southeastern, mainly Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina could see above average precipitation. Here is my overall outlook. This was created by me based off of the El Nino conditions. This is not a crazy forecast or anything. This is mainly of what you will see for the winter of 2023 to 2024. Getting started, pretty simple. Mild conditions in the northwestern United States. You definitely will see some drier conditions from past winters. You won't see as much rainfall, but you will still see that rainfall. It's the northwestern United States. You're still going to see some rainy conditions throughout the winter, but just not as consistent as those past winters. While the south of there, southwest United States, will see some moisture conditions throughout this winter, and these moist conditions will extend across the rest of the southern United States, but generally the southeastern United States could definitely see some severe weather throughout this winter. You will generally see some cooler conditions, and again, these cooler conditions could extend way further south as well. This is an El Nino, so we could very well see some very colder conditions across much of the southern United States this winter. We are still going to see those Arctic blasts. We're still going to see colder conditions up here across the northern half of the United States. But again, it's just going to be more mild than past winters. The last 4 years, the last 4 winters actually have been a La Nina. So it's mainly been the same forecast over and over again. This year is definitely different. Looking at temperature anomalies, they have pretty much switched from the northern United States down to the southern United States of what we usually see year after year. And like I said, severe thunderstorms I expect to be above average across the southeastern United States, maybe reaching even over here into western Texas as well. It does depend on several different factors though. So of course Florida will see still some storms. Of course Florida will still be seeing your regular daily rain showers and thunderstorms, but I feel like those storms could definitely reach a lot more northward this year, maybe even into Tennessee and Kentucky, Arkansas. Could definitely see some more severe thunderstorms ramping up this winter season. I believe we could see some big nor'easters this year. Last year we did see a few nor'easters, but they weren't that strong. I feel like we could definitely see some stronger nor'easters this year, based on the jet stream setup. Here's those typical El Nino impacts. We do see some drier conditions across the Midwest, warmer conditions up north, cooler conditions down south. The main thing I'm talking about with these potential stronger nor'easters, so we have a strong Pacific jet stream that's going to be diving south throughout the southern United States and then going back up, as you can see there. Now, this is not, the jet stream is not exactly going to be like this. It could go north, it could go more east, but if it goes kind of like more north, more south, and then more northeast, we could definitely see a lot more nor'easters this year with the El Nino conditions. And finally, with the overall forecast, you will see warmer conditions, like I just said. With that photo, with that graphic I just shown you, we are going to see warmer conditions in past years across the northern, midwestern United States. But of course, you're still going to see those winter conditions. It's just going to be a lot more of a milder winter, and this winter forecast could definitely be wrong. But this is mainly just predictions of what could happen this winter. That nothing is guaranteed. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to turn on post notifications if you want more videos like this. The Santa tracking live stream season is upon us, and we do have a podcast that will start November 1st. I'll leave that at the top of the description below. Make sure to subscribe there. But as always, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.